Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews. And today we are taking a look at the X-Force Wolverine in his gray and black suit. So let's take a look at the box real quick. Here's the front of the box. He still has his plastic. I have not opened this yet. So side of the box, back of the box. Other side of the box, here's the top of the box, and here is the bottom of the box. So let's go ahead and crack him open and see what is. Just for a hot second, I just want to kind of prove that this whole plastic thing that they do is completely arbitrary. So he's painted just like Deadpool, yet he has, I don't know, a fourth of the plastic, a fifth of the plastic. I forget how much plastic Deadpool had, but he had it all over the place. Wolverine has it in his shoulders. He has two pieces that come out just like that. It's ridiculous, unnecessary. All right, so here he is out of the packaging. And let's take a closer look at him here. So, this is him in his black and gray X-Force suit, and I think he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. He has nice wrinkles in his outfit. I like the paint on his belt there. It's done really well. Let's get close here. His head is done really well. He has the red eyes. I suppose that's accurate. I didn't read a lot of the X-Force comics, so I don't know if that is accurate or not. But he does have the red on his eyes. He has the line work in his mask here. Unfortunately, mine has a little nick there at the top. You know, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Guess I can just chalk that up to being like a war wound. The paint is done decently well on his mask here. It definitely could be better considering the price for these things. Again, the wrinkling in the back looks really good. It's wrinkling all over. I like it. I think it looks good. His mask, or the paint on his face is done relatively well. It could be better. His lips look. Well, his lips look fine, but maybe there's a little bleed over here in the mask, like right here. If you can see that there's a little bit of bleed from the black to the skin tone, so that's not great. But everything else I think looks pretty good. It's a little sloppy there on the arm. We'll admit that. When I get a little closer here, that is a little sloppy there. Taking a look at under his nose here, that looks decent. So yeah, I mean the face paint is a little rough if you look really close. That's a little disappointing. We'll have to take a look at the other heads and the accessories in the accessory portion to see if there are any other issues like that with the other heads. Painting's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. I just pulled him out the box when I started this review, so I didn't notice any of this when I was taking him out the box. But the painting is a little rough around these edges. I will say that when you're paying $80 whatever dollars for a figure, for one figure, you expect the painting to be on point. It's not Marvel Legends bad, but looking up close on the camera, it's a little rough. Anyway, let's get to his accessories. So surprisingly, he doesn't have many accessories. He only has two hands. he has these open palm hands. And I mean, they're painted black. Nothing really special about these. At least they don't have the nails in what should be gloves, so that's good. He also has his claw hands, which obviously Wolverine, you want to have the claw hands, claw fist hands, and that's it for hands. I mean, we could have had an extra set of claw hands, maybe with like open hands, you know, like this or something. Another set of, I guess we do have one. We have another set of fist hands, which comes with him, which comes on him in the box. So I guess you do get two regular sets of hands, but it would have been nice to have at least two sets of claw hands. Moving on to the heads, we have this head here, which is the gritting teeth head, and that looks pretty good. Again, I like the teeth. I like the face in general, but again, the paint is a bit rough. These things aren't the easiest to paint, but as a toy company that has been out for years and making action figures for years and charging people anywhere from $70 to $100+ for their figures, I would expect this paint to be better. Then we have the open mouth head, and I just looked at this head and I already see it looks like he's slobbering. It looks like he's straight up slobbering right there. There's a blemish, and maybe some of the white paint rubbed out on his face. But it looks like he's straight up slobbering. Had they put like some some fangs or something there, then I would have accepted him kind of drooling. But yeah, that's not great. And again, the paint is this one I think is a little bit better than the other ones, but his drooling on his mouth is not a good look. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, it looks really bad on camera because we're seeing it really close up, but it's really not that bad when you're not looking at it this closely. But yeah, a lot of these are probably a lot better looking when you're not looking at them super up close on camera. So that's it for accessories. That's all there is for accessories. No slashing effects, no blood. I guess, I don't know if Mafex has ever done blood, but we could have had some blood. It's a bit lacking on the accessories. It's a bit disappointing. But as far as articulation goes, he does have the typical Mafex bent joint, so he can look up this much. It's not too bad for Wolverine. He can look down that much all the way. You got chin to the chest. He does have decent side to side. You're going to be using the neck more than the actual head joint, but I guess that's okay. As far as arms, he does get his arms up that high, past parallel, so that's pretty good. He has bicep swivel. He has, let's see, does he get more than 90? Yep, he gets more than 90 on his elbow joint. And we have the hinge ball pegs for the wrist. As far as he also does have the butterfly joints here, so he can get in pretty good. That's pretty good if you ask me. I'm not disappointed at that. It's actually a useful joint. He gets in pretty good with that joint. So I like that. I like that. As far as going back, we do want to be able to get the Wolverine to go back, so he can go back a good amount. So that's good. That's a pretty good butterfly joint. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's take a look at the waist joint. Let's see, can we get him to go back at all? So just using the waist joint, he can't go back that much, and there's still a slight amount of gapping there. If I bring the light over here, it's not that bad. Actually, I don't think there's really any gapping there. It looks like it a little bit. Let's see, forward, not that much either. So if this is straight, back is only that much, and forward is only that much. But that's just using this joint here. He does get decent side to side, so that's good. So yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It could be better. Luckily, we do have the waist joint here, so this belt, as usual, is movable. So using both joints, we can get him bent over a whole lot. That crunches really good. And then backwards, we can get him going pretty good. So all in all, using both of those joints, which most likely you will be, I think it's pretty good. He does have the drop down hips going out. Let's see. Oh. Okay. I was kind of pushing it there. Okay, let's do that there. Okay, so using part of the drop down, he does get past parallel, so that's pretty good for Wolverine. He does go past 90 on the knee. He has your typical Mafex. Oh, okay. He does have no, it's not even the typical Mafex. It's not that great, and if you go too far, you will pop it off. If you go too far out this way, you're gonna pop it off. Let's see if this one works better. No, it's not great. That swivel is not great. Would have been nice if he had like I mean, I can't keep talking about this and they just, I don't know what it is that they're doing. You can make this work. I'm not a toy maker, but I feel like if they just make this joint a bit more mobile, because you can see it can't actually move inside of the thigh. You would think it could move more. I'm not quite sure what they have to do to make that work, but I've seen it done, and I know it can be better than that. As far as the ankle joints, they go up that high, go down that far, and then got a decently stiff toe joint. So that is it for articulation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do some comparisons. Alright, so here we go with some comparisons. Here he is next to himself. It's the first Wolverine from Mafex. And it looks like he is slightly taller, which is, I've always said this Wolverine was a bit too tall. And from the looks of it, even on camera, he looks a little bit taller. So if I had the brown one to compare it to, I would. I unfortunately don't. Here he is next to the Mafex Gambit, and obviously Gambit is going to be quite a bit taller than him. Here he is also next to the first Mafex Cyclops. So both of them are quite a bit taller than him. There's a couple of more characters in his line. Here he is next to the first Deadpool figure. I would show him next to the X-Force Deadpool, but I already put him back in the box, so I'm not going to get him out. But Deadpool is taller than him. And last but not least for Mafex, here he is standing. Oh no, this isn't Mafex. This is actually Sentinel. Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. He's taller than him also. This is the last Mafex. We have the Age of Apocalypse Magneto, and obviously he's going to be taller than Wolverine as well. So that's good. I think the scaling is decent for Mafex figures in the same as far as X-Men. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Rogue. So that looks pretty good. I would imagine Rogue is taller than him. Here he is next to a Figma Lancer. And let's get one more thing standing next to him. Let's do here we go. Let's do another Figma. I think it's Ryuko Matoi from Kill La Kill. And she is shorter. They're both shorter than him, but it's to be expected from Figma. They're all kind of short. But anyway, that's it for comparison. So with all of that being said, definitely think this is a great figure. Does have some paint issues. The sculpt is good. All the sculpting is good. I do like the smaller fins on his head. But yeah, I think he looks great. I think he'll be a good purchase. From my understanding, he is still available on the Hobby Link Japan. So if you can, go ahead and snatch him up. I think it's a good buy. But other than that, like, comment, and subscribe. Be safe. Until next time, peace out.